Hi, in this video I'm going to be teaching you how to make a scrunchie using the burrito method. To get this project done, you're going to need this pair of scissors or your cutting tool, some pins to hold your fabric together while you sew. You're going to need a loop turner to put the elastic in and bring it out. Then you're going to need a pair of fabric, whatever length you want. And then finally you're going to need a piece of elastic. So for my fabric length, I'm just going to use my tape to measure this. This fabric measures 15 inches folded, and it's folded into two, so that means this fabric is 30 inches long. So let's take this to the sewing machine and get started. Right now I'm basically just holding the ends of the fabric together and taking it to my sewing machine. You backstitch at the beginning, then you sew it down and backstitch at the end to hold the fabric. Then after this, you can use an iron to press the seams open. So right now you're going to be folding the fabric, the inner fabric together, and then wrap it with the outer fabric in this burrito method, right sides facing each other. Take it to the sewing machine and sew. Backstitch at the beginning and sew it down, backstitch at the end. Right now you see me pulling out the fabric that was folded inside. You're just going to keep doing this gently while you sew until you get to the end. Don't forget that you're going to leave about 2 inches wide at the end, because you're going to use that space to pull out the fabric that we folded inwards. Make sure to leave the 2-inch space at the end. If you see here, you see that I didn't finish that off. So right now you're just going to take the elastic and use the loop turner to put it in to the other end of the scrunchie. Remember to hold one piece of the elastic in the loop turner while one piece is free. So when it comes through the other end, you quickly drag it out and then take it off the loop turner and tie off both ends like so. Usually tie off maybe about less than an inch. It's really dependent on you, there's no rule to this. So when you tie it off, the next thing you do now is drag out the right side of the fabric using the space that we left, usually about 2 inches wide. So you drag it out. It takes a bit of work just to shimmy it out, and that is exactly what you see me doing in here. Yeah, so you just work it out, you know, you pull one end, pull the other end until you have the fabric, the right side of the fabric fully brought out through the space that we left. When you're done doing this, we're going to have to edge stitch the space that we have left. And as you can see here, this is a space. Just hold it together, take it to your sewing machine and edge stitch. I'm going to be edge stitching with my sewing machine. Some people do a slip stitch with their hands so that the stitch doesn't show, but I'm just going to edge stitch. This is scrunchie. Nobody is going to bend your head down and take a look to see if there are any stitch lines on your scrunchie. So just sew that down, backstitch at the beginning and at the end, and that's it. We're done. It's a very straightforward beginner sewing project, and now you've learned to use elastic and sew a straight seam.